Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Okay, I'll get him back.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
I hate stairs. I hate stairs so much.
Protego! Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
But Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him.
Waste one.
May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop.
I'd say you know who.
I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say...
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
My aunt has some
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation. And so I refused.
So you're shook. You should have spoken.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my...
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Sweet.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find... a hidden door. Revelio.
You must have literally locked.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I may go to Hogsmeade later. There is some trouble. They need to be reminded that we...
Revelio.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait. For a real killer. Only a Hogwarts student. You know they come in here alone.
Let's finish this job and get down. Wasting time, this is...
Wouldn't last a week. Breaking a few bones if there's a few galleons in it for me. What?
This isn't terrifying, is it?
My loyalty's to Rookwood and no one else.
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
What are we even doing here? We ought to be at the Hog's Head. This is a waste of our time.
Was it upper or lower Hogsfield? I hear you! Whoever you are! What are you, shy? I've seen more courage in a Porlock.
Alright.
Seems your luck has run out.
To your knees! Expulso!
Just stayed out of my way.
Ooh, this is gonna be a hard one.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
They don't seem to care for me.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in
taken from Agabus Filbert.
Expulsion! No one takes one of my own and lives to tell of it! Rookwoods don't go down easy! Incendio! Leviosa! Quite You regret that! Incendio! As you wish. Expulsion! Accio! Bombarda! Expulsion! Knew you were still hanging around. Accio! Aha! Back from the... Incendio! You'll answer for this! Might want to look up. There we go. Flash of inspiration. Accio. You're no puppet master! I won't go down with easy. You're no match for me.
You disappoint me. Time for some assistance.
Afraid to face me?
Are you shy?
Back for another visit?
This has become personal.
Come on, you are good. What?
Bombarda. Better not be anyone there. I'm in no mood for killing. Thought you could hide from me, did ya? What have you done? Make it stop! The pain! Make it stop! What are your thoughts on electricity? Expulsion! Need more of that. Accio. Bombarda. Death from above! Expulsion!
Nobody would believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. Revelio. Revelio.
There's nothing here.
Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Wait, we're done now. Just need to find her.
Natty must be here somewhere. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly.
I shall do my best.
It's nearby. I can...
Understood.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
I can tell.
Revelio.
Any luck with my wand? Please.
Revelio. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Well, I thought that'd be his one.
Revelio. Alohomora. Mr. Rabe's wand must be nearby if he can sense it from his cell.
Yeah, I finally figured out how to do it.
Mr. Rabe's wand! He'll be glad to have this back. Mr.
Well done. Now, you best stand back.
Bombarda!
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure.
Where's mine?
And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well.
These Ashwinders must pay. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto
I will look into all of that. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time...
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this.
Protego!
Thank you again for rescuing me.
Okay, I want to
We shall speak soon.